Hey everybody, welcome back. So I'm at the process now of starting to install the plug wires on the engine for the Foose, and I think I'm going to run into a problem, but I wanted you guys to watch. This is my first time trying to put boots on. Problem I'm going to have is my distributor is probably going to end up being too small to get them all on there, but we'll give it a shot. So I've already got two on. So I'm trying to, I had to trim them back a little bit. The boots are just a touch too long. They look a little crazy sticking up so high, and probably gonna look a little crazy anyway, but I'll give it a shot. So I'm using super glue, and what I'll do is take a toothpick and I'm gonna put a little super glue on the end of it, just because I can't, you sure can't daub it on with the super glue container. So I'm gonna go right next to the one that I just did. Man, this is gonna be so tight. I don't know if it's gonna work or not. Dab a little bit of super glue on there, like that. Get my plug wire. I've got this in my little vise, covered up with a napkin so it won't scratch. Alright, let me see. I'm really not sure if that's going to stick well. Maybe I didn't get enough glue on it. I've got it zoomed in so you can see it, so you can't see what I'm doing, unfortunately. So I'm cutting them off just to make them shorter. I need something a little more thin. A few of you guys have mentioned what I need to possibly try, but I haven't had the opportunity yet. I was going to go ahead and use this. But I really think that this is about to get too thick. I'm running out of room between the pegs on the distributor cap. If this doesn't look right, I'll just go back to my old method. I'll cut them off, drill 8 holes, and do it that way. I'm not liking the way this is looking so far. I don't know about this. This is funny. I think I'm going to fast forward this video, so just so you ain't got to sit here and watch me laugh at myself. I'm going to put it in fast forward now. Well, how's that look? It reminds me of something that blew up. You know, it like kind of an animation or a still shot of an explosion. Maybe it was a about 8 cans of the yellow silly spray. They all exploded at the same time. I don't know how this is going to look. I'll get them all bent over and installed into the heads. I've already got them drilled out. See if I can let you see that. I've already drilled the heads. And this engine actually had some really nice indentions already where the spark plugs would have been. So I got them drilled out. Anyway, yeah, that's pretty raunchy. When your plug wire boots are bigger than the distributor cap. Oh well, we'll see what it looks like once I get them all bent over. All right, we'll catch you on the next clip. All right, so I got one side of the plug wires on, and I got the boots, which they turned out pretty good down here for the spark plugs. Still don't like it. Still don't care for it much for the distributor, but I'm going to leave it that way. Anyway, I went ahead and so I just drilled the holes, put the little pieces of heat shrink, which is just teeny little heat shrink that's just big enough to go over my plug wires. I just stick it down in there and glue them in place. And I took a little piece of solder, something to hold my wires together. I don't have any of those little wire looms. Those are pretty cool, but I don't have any. So anyway, all right, off to the next set. All right, so got them both in. It doesn't look too bad. I like the boots on the spark plug sides. They're too big. I think maybe the next time I'll just paint the ends of the wires to give, just to make it look like a boot or something. But the distributor was just so small, the boots were too big, and it's kind of funny looking. But anyway, if you look at it from top, it's not too bad, and definitely looks pretty cool on the like that. So anyway, alrighty. Alright everybody, here is the finished product. I am pleased with it. Got a good gloss. Man, do I have a problem with paint. But anyway, it turned out great. This is a great kit to build. Every kit's got its one or two little things, but the hood's a little tight, so I didn't install the hinges because the hood wouldn't close and open normally, so I didn't have that. But wow, this turned out really nice, and I like my silver. I like my second coat of silver because I ruined the body on the first one. Well, I painted it. The paint didn't take. Then I removed the paint with mineral spirits, and over time mineral spirits just breaks the plastic down. So anyway, it's turned out great. It's 2 or 3 feet away. It looks wonderful, but it did turn out to have a really good shine. Other than the hood not fitting right, and it's probably due to I've got like 5 or 6 coats of paint on it, primer, paint, several coats of clear, so it was kind of a tight fit, so it ended up being too tight. But man, it's such a good looking model. The stance of the truck, it's already low. I read the box on this thing. It's like Chip Foose's dad's truck is what it was. I think Chip Foose owns it now, or so. I don't know. His dad might have passed away. I'm not sure, but it's a replica of Chip Foose's dad's truck, and then he did his overhauling on it or whatever. So I love these Model Ford trucks, and I've got one this same model that I weathered up. It's a 53, I believe. But man, this thing just went together so good. So I'll get the hood off now, and we'll look at the engine. If I can pop the hood off without breaking something off of it. Fits on there tight. Well, I'll end up breaking something off on camera. There we go. So, you know, I put the plug wires with the boots. It didn't turn out too bad. Like I said, the distributor was a little bit small for the size of the boots. But as far as the boots go on the where the spark plugs go, I thought, wow, that turned out really good. They turned out fairly realistic. And this engine, I'm not sure, I didn't read anywhere what, like, it's an FE engine, which it's probably like a 428 Cobra Jet, 390, 428 Cobra Jet, something like that, 427. But it turned out, it looks really good. I had to modify the air breather as far as where it sits at, because the distributor with the wire sticks up a little too high, and for some reason they had the breather where it would sit forward, almost as if it was like a 2 carburetor breather. But anyway, this thing is not wanting to focus. But it's turned out really good, guys. Sometime soon I want to talk about paint, because I need to get some insight on paint, because I love to build model cars and trucks and things, but it really frustrates me when I put time into something and I ruin the paint. And I feel like it's just something simple that I'm doing, but the paint turned out, what a slick finish. And also keeping my clear from peeling off. I could probably put a piece of tape on this and the clear would come right off. So I'm having problems with paints adhering to one another, laying on smooth. This one did turn out smooth. I painted this one with my airbrush, and I just got a new airbrush that I have not even learned how to use yet. So I'm gonna, you know, my next one, it will be with that. So what do you guys spray for clear? That's what I'd like to know. So if you use an airbrush, I prefer to paint them with an airbrush. My paint cans, they put a paint rattle can puts so much paint, it's like, it's just too much. And so I have problems with painting with paint cans. But I also have problems with my clear. You can get a base to go on. It's not really hard. It could be flat, you know, it's going to go on pretty decent. But what do you guys paint for your clear in your airbrush? I did watch a few videos where, well, at least one, this guy actually uses automotive clear. I mean, but you got to spend like $75 for a gallon. That gallon, however, will last you, you know, who knows how many model cars you can paint, but eventually the paint's going to go bad too. So, but any advice on the clear? I think that would be my greatest help, is what clear to use, when to apply it. Do I apply it onto the tacky paint? Do I wait for the paint to dry? So any advice you guys may have on paint, I may do a video on really just asking these questions. Do a separate video on that just so I can get specific answers. But anyway, you guys, I appreciate it for watching this video. This is part 2, completion part. I'll have the pictures of it at the end. It turned out sweet. It really did. How you can see they did a good job. Revell did a really, really good job on this one. How you can see your brake rotors and your calipers through. I did also, you know, somewhat detail the underside. Turned out good. But it's going to look nice on the shelf. And I appreciate you watching. Please like, subscribe, comment, all those things you want to do or don't want to do. But guys, I appreciate it. Thanks again for watching. Thanks for following along as I build these things and make so many mistakes. Thanks for all your good comments. I've got some comments lately from I think France. I can't read French, but I think they were good comments. But guys, take care, and we'll see you on the next build.